Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today I want to talk about my businesses and my multiple income streams with you. Today is a really sunny day here in the UK and I'm really happy about that, but I'm so sorry. As I move, I'm just blinded by the sun. So just bear with me. I asked this question on my Instagram channel, I think last week, if you wanted to see or hear about my business journey and my multiple income streams, and you were really interested. So I just wanted to jump here and quickly film this video. I hope it's gonna be quick and I'm not gonna go into detail about all of my 7 businesses, but at least I wanted to give you the idea of how it is being a serial entrepreneur and how I started my journey and where exactly do I earn my money. So a little bit of a background, I am actually a scientist. I graduated from genetics, molecular biology, and I have 2 master's degrees, so I'm not gonna go into that, but let me tell you this. I have invested over 10 years being a molecular biologist and genetician, and I worked for years in the pharma industry. I spent so much time and effort into getting better in my job and doing that for a living. And I just wanted to start by telling you this: if you're not feeling like you and your career at the moment are not the perfect match, do not hesitate to change, because I have never been happier in my life. So let me just start by saying this, because I'm sure you're gonna ask about my background and my degree and everything. So that's my degree and that's what I used to do, but everything changed about 2 years ago, I think. During my second master's, I started my first company when I was studying, basically. So I will tell you a little bit about all of my businesses, but yes, like I said, I'm a serial entrepreneur with 7 businesses. I have multiple income streams, and this is what I love, and this is what I teach, what I talk about all the time. When I meet someone new and when they ask me what do, I answer with this phrase: I am a serial entrepreneur, a business mentor, a business coach, and a content creator. So that's basically the summary of what I do. But let me dive in a little bit and tell you about all of my businesses. So the first business that I created was GAMZE. I'll leave pictures around so you can see what exactly it is, but feel free to check them out. I'll leave all those links down below. GAMZE is essentially a planner and lifestyle accessories brand. I have always been a multi-passionate or a multi-potentialite, a renaissance person. I just didn't know how to label myself, but I was always doing several things at a time, even when I was studying at college. So I always needed a planner to not forget anything, because like I said, I was doing several things at a time. And GAMZE was actually born from my own need, and that is my first tip. If you're looking into creating your own business, think about your needs first. I was in the need of a highly customizable planner that wasn't in the market, and I wanted to look chic and stylish. That also wasn't in the market, so I said, why not? So listen to me when I say this. I did not have any money whatsoever, any savings. I was doing my master's in Switzerland, so I was already abroad and I was already spending. But what I did was I invested some of my scholarship money, because I got a scholarship, into this business. It was the biggest risk, I think, if you think about it. But at the time it felt right, and now I can see that it was the right decision. So a scholarship, a little saving is enough. I remember that money back then was enough to produce 50 planners. It's not much to start a business, but I started, and it has been an amazing journey. This January of 2019, we tripled the sales of last year's January. So I'd say it's a really successful business that I created from scratch, basically. And like I said, it is a planner and lifestyle accessories brand. It is a product-based business, and that is my only product-based business, and I think it will stay my only product-based business, because that's a little bit more handful than a service-based business. Moving on, I had my second business starting from actually deriving from GAMZE, and that is another tip for you. Always look for expansion, but if it doesn't fit into your current thing, you can always create another business out of it. So that's how I started my second business, which is actually a phone app called Bee Tracker. So what we had in GAMZE is we had one of the inserts called the beauty set, and I was tracking my beauty treatments like waxing and, you know, all that good stuff. But I realized that I wasn't checking the page as much, and I needed something to remind me, so I created alarms on my phone. But when I was in a meeting or something, I didn't want it to pop up and show me like you have a waxing due or whatever. So I said, why don't I make a calendar app that is a little bit more private, that won't like pop up in my normal calendar when I'm setting up a date, but also it should track my habits and what I do, and it should give me like specific product and technique recommendations depending on my habits. So basically, if I enter in the app that I like using masks, or if I schedule a couple of times masks, the app would then know that I do masks, and it will suggest me a mask that is specific for my skin type. So that was the idea. That is available. You can download it and check it out and give me your feedback down in the comments. I would really appreciate it. So that's the second business. And I think the fourth one, we can say, the third one, sorry, we can say is YouTube. Because yeah, I started YouTube actually, I think before all of this, but I didn't see it as a business until those two things happened. And then I looked at YouTube in a different way. Basically, I started uploading more consistently. By the way, this is not my main channel, this is my baby channel, and as you can see that I'm not a native English speaker. So my first YouTube channel, which is the bigger channel, is in Turkish, which is where I'm from. I'm from Istanbul. So basically I started looking at it more like a business. And don't get me wrong when I say business, because YouTube itself is a little bit complicated. I was one of the Next Up winners last year, and I learned so much about YouTube, and I love the platform, of course, and I love interacting with you guys and answering your questions. But the AdSense money itself is not enough. Let me just say that. So I work with a couple of brands here in the UK already. In Turkey, I work with some of them as well. And for me, it is a business because it generates, one, a little bit of income, and more importantly, two, a lot of leads for me. It creates leads for Yeteslo, it creates leads for BeTracker, and it creates leads for the other things that I'm just gonna explain to you. So that's the third one. My fourth business is actually something we founded with a friend, so I'm not the only responsible there. Me and my best friend, we created this healthcare consultancy company here in the UK. It is called Helium Health, and the aim of that company is to help people get the best medical service they can possibly get. So in a way, I'm still keeping like my education in active use, kind of, and that's what we do here in the UK, and that is one of the most profitable ones of my 7 businesses. And after that, I can tell you my fourth was Helium, fifth business, which is coaching. So this is so funny because I didn't find coaching. Coaching found me, okay? I was on my Turkish YouTube channel talking about planning, success, motivation, and being a serial entrepreneur, being a woman entrepreneur in general. And I just started getting like these emails and, you know, questions about like if I would coach them, if I could share my experience, and if I would like, you know, work as a coach or mentor for them. And I thought like, yeah, I would totally love that, because obviously I love talking. I'm making YouTube videos. I give advice for free all the time. Why not capitalize on that a little bit and, you know, go deeper and give customized advice to people depending on what they need. So that's how I started coaching basically. But let me clarify this one thing. I don't like when people say that they created their own business and then they say that they will help you with your business, and the only business they created is this helping with your business, you know? So they don't have the example into their product or service based like business without like explaining other people about how to conduct their business. So that's not what I do. That's why I am hesitant about calling myself a coach, but there is not a better word for it. So I generally say that it's a business mentorship, because I'll give my solid based on experience, advice, and tools and tips and stuff like that I already use in my other businesses, which again, they're both product and service based. They're in very different areas, very different industries as well, and that's why I can help people. And the thing that I specialize in my business coaching is actually planning for entrepreneurs, especially serial entrepreneurs and multi-passionates, people with a 9-to-5 and the side hustle. So people who are really busy, who are trying to make it. That's the kind of people that I like to work with, and I help them plan and achieve. That's what I do myself, and that's what I teach. So that's the business coaching part of it. And it is, again, a profitable business. I'm looking into creating my online courses. I already have one in Turkish. I am working on several different projects regarding this, which will come your way if you subscribe and, you know, just get notifications from when I announce things to you, because whatever I'm trying to put out here on this platform is to help you, because I love that, because that's the human behavior. I'm a scientist, right? I should know. We have in our brain an area where we find a huge gratification when we advise other people. That's why we share so much. That's why we post on Twitter all the time. That's why we, you know, recommend things to people. That's what makes us excited, essentially. And that's why I'm doing this. I'm trying to help, and I love seeing results in your comments and stuff like that. So just to say that. Anyway, that brings me to my 6th business, I think. Yep. As you already know now, I am a Turkish woman from Istanbul, living in the UK. Before living in London, we were living in Zurich, and me moving from Turkey to Switzerland, from Switzerland to the UK, they have been messy, okay? My passport is not an easy passport to have. It is not easy for me to move around, especially when I'm not employed by someone else. So I just wanted to, you know, like help a little bit there as well, you know, to share my experience and to help people move around freely where they feel like home, because I feel home in London. I didn't feel home in Istanbul. I feel like I belong here, and I want everyone to live in the city that they feel they belong in. So the 6th business is an immigration advice business. We are, again, me and my friend Ceren, we decided to team up with an immigration advisor who is certified from the necessary authorities here. I'm not gonna get into detail, but if you're in the need, the links are in the description below. So we're trying to give people advice, of course, again, by the immigration advisor, for people who are interested in moving to the UK from all over the world. And Ceren and me are running the business side. For me personally, I love the planning, of course, and the marketing side, because I do have an MBA in marketing. And obviously, I like to use social media and online tools to, you know, do some marketing activities. So that's what we're doing as well, and that is my 6th business, which is, again, a very profitable business, and it is so exciting. It's brand new. It has been a month, and it is already creating so much, you know. I'm just really happy to be doing that, and I think with every single thing that I do, I feel like I'm making an impact. I'm feeling like I'm, you know, making other people's lives better and happier, or, you know, like, this is what I love. This is genuinely what I love. You'll find me easily in the corner at a party trying to help somebody with their problem in business or in life in general. I just love to help people and talk to people, and, you know, like, I feel like if I can make any difference in anybody's life, that is a good day for me. So this brings me to my 7th business, which is a little bit of a different type of thing, but I'm just going to tell you about it. I am a dance teacher. I'm a certified salsa teacher, a social Latin dancer and teacher, and I used to compete a lot. I've been doing that for years and years and years. I just calculated the other day, it has been 13 years right now. So yeah, I am teaching here in London as well. If you're around, please come and join. I'll leave the information. But this is something that many people will see as a hobby. I don't do it as a hobby. Of course, I dance as a hobby, but I don't teach as a hobby, because I believe that when you teach someone something, anything, maybe cooking, maybe, you know, dancing or business, you have to take it seriously, because you are affecting other people's actions, and I take teaching seriously, and I do make money out of it. So this is another business, in my opinion, and it is another business. So that's what I do. Every week I teach, and I sometimes have boot camps and workshops on the side. We travel a lot for dancing, so I have given classes all over the world. No, not all over the world, all over Europe. And that is something that I do, I love, and I think out of the 7 businesses, that is the one who makes people, you know, happiest, because they come for an hour, for 2 hours, and just enjoy the class and just go home worked out and happy, you know. So yeah, those are the 7 businesses and my multiple income streams. I get some money from all of these things. Some of, like I said, are more profitable, some are a little bit less profitable, but they somehow, not somehow, I know exactly how, but they help with the other businesses. Like for instance, YouTube, like I said, it creates leads for my business coaching. It creates leads for Estilo, for Beauty Tracker. So basically everything that I do just come together, if that makes any sense. And even though I sound like I do a lot of different things, which makes me sound like I don't know what I want, but this is exactly what I am. And I have made my peace with that. I am a multi-potentialite. I love doing several things, and I will help you live like this if you're in the need. So these are my businesses. Let me know what you think. Let me know if you want a detailed video about any of these businesses or how I built them. Tell me exactly what you want to know so that I can answer to your comments and give you immediate, you know, advice or tips. Or if you're interested, I'll leave all the coaching information as well. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I want to thank you for listening to my journey, and I hope it inspired you to get out if you need to, if you want to get out from your current job, current career, no matter how much time you invested in it. If you're not happy, just get out and create your own thing. Even if it's one thing or 10 different things, if you can make them all melt down and come together in your life in the way that you like, then go for it. I couldn't support that more. I think our time on this planet is way too short to be wasting on the things that we don't want to or like to do. So thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next planning for entrepreneurs, business tips, or motivation video. Take care, guys. Bye.